Hello, this is my persuasive speech on policy claim. Here is my people. Okay. The United States should require comprehensive financial literacy education in all high schools. Imagine graduating high school and stepping into adulthood. You're signing your first lease. You're taking out student loans. You're opening credit cards. But without ever being taught how interest works, how to budget, or how to avoid those predatory lendings. For millions of young Americans, this isn't hypothetical. It's reality, and it's costing them their stability, opportunity, and long-term financial security. Today, I argue that the United States should require comprehensive financial literacy education in all high schools, not as an elective, not as an optional module squeezed into economics, but a full mandatory course that prepares students for financial responsibilities they will face the moment they walk across the graduation stage. So the problem we see is that young Americans are unprepared for real-world financial decisions. The research from the National Financial Educators Council showed that Americans lost an estimated $1,506 per person in 2023 due to lack of financial knowledge. That adds up to more than $436 billion nationwide. That's not just a statistic, it's a warning sign. Young adults are especially vulnerable. In 2022, the TIAA Institute found that only 23% of Gen Z could correctly answer basic financial questions. The average college student graduates with over $30,000 in student loan debt without even understanding the interest or the repayment options. Nearly half of Americans say they live paycheck to paycheck, even among those earning over $100,000 a year. In school, we teach students how to analyze Shakespeare, solve linear equations, and label parts of a sale, but not how to file their taxes, how to compare insurance companies, or even build credit. The gap is not just impractical, it can be very harmful. My policy claim is that every high school student in the United States should complete a semester-long financial literacy course before they graduate. And I think the course should include subjects on budgeting and saving, credit scores and responsible credit use, loans, interest, and debt management, taxes, insurance, investing basics, and consumer protection, and also being able to avoid scams. We want our young adults set up for success in all areas, right? So why not set them up to make informed financial decisions in adulthood? And the evidence for the majority financial literacy does work. States have already implemented the mandatory financial literacy courses, and they're seeing benefits among young people. In Georgia, students who complete the required course are more likely to apply for college aid on time and less likely to use high-interest payday loans because they are educated about it. In Texas, students showed higher credit scores and lower default rates after the curriculum was introduced. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Affairs found that students who received structured financial education were significantly more confident and more capable in making informed financial decisions. So the evidence is clear. Financial literacy education can change behavior. It empowers students to make the choices that support long-term stability rather than just short-term survival. Why this matters now. We live in a world where financial decisions are more complex than ever. We have the buy now, pay later programs. We have cryptocurrency, the rising in housing costs, increased student loan burdens. We have digital banking and online scams. Students are navigating a financial landscape that didn't exist 20 years ago. Yet our education system hasn't evolved to match it. If we want our young adults to thrive, not just survive, we must equip them with the tools to understand the financial world that they are entering. Some argue that the financial literacy should be taught at home, not in schools. But here's the reality. Financial knowledge varies dramatically from household to household. Many parents themselves struggle with budgeting, debt, and credit management. So relying on families alone only widens the gap between students who receive strong guidance and those who don't. Education levels should be should be a playing field. So our call to action. This is a policy we can support at every level. Parents can advocate for curriculum changes in local districts. Students can speak up to administration and school boards. Voters can support legislations and prioritize practical life skills. And educators can push for standards that reflect the real world needs. If we want a generation capable of building stable futures, buying homes, avoiding crippling debt, and contributing to a strong economy, then we must act now. The United States should require comprehensive financial literacy education in all high schools, because financial stability shouldn't be a privilege, it should be a basic life skill. So we have the evidence, we have what we need, and we have the responsibility. So stop sending students into adulthood unprepared. Let's give them the tools to make informed, confident financial decisions. Let's make financial literacy a required part of every high school education.